In this lesson, we will learn about sessions. Web pages don't have any memory. A user going from one page to another will be treated by the website as a completely new visitor. Session enables the website you are visiting to keep track of your movement from page to page. Take a look at this training platform. Once we have logged in, we don't need to verify again and again that you are an authorized user. We can navigate through the web pages which will display only personal data to user. This is done through sessions. Session variable have information about a user which is used across multiple web pages. The session data is stored on the server. The session ID is stored in the browser. As you log in, a session variable is created. Any request you have made to any web page including progress tracker, code challenges, etc., we verify from the session variable that you are an authorized user. Before we can store user information in our PHP session, we must first start the session. Sessions in PHP are started by using the session start function. This function will start the session if no session exists. If already session start function is declared, then this function will resume the previous session. Now consider the code that we used in last lesson when we inserted new users in users table. User registration script.php. Once a new user information is successfully inserted, initialize the session variable. $_session variable is used which stores the values. Email is the index we have given and then the value. Note that we don't mention ID when we insert the record. ID is the primary key column that increments automatically. We often need the value of this ID column for newly inserted rows in our code. We use MySQL insert ID function for this. It returns the ID of the row that was recently entered. $_session ID contains the ID given to this record by the database. As we know database handles the primary key, so MySQL insert ID will fetch the ID from the database of the latest user. Since the session is to authenticate the user, we can use this session variable to identify the user when she visits all subsequent pages. In other words, the user is now logged in. We also want to set this session when an existing user logs in. User enters the email and password. Verify the password is correct or not. If that is correct, then start the session variable. Now if you move to the web page where there is registration form and echo $_session ID, then it will show the ID. This means session variable is set. There is a form in our website to update your first name and you have sent GET request to update_name.php page. The code in updateName.php will be this. Here first name we will get from the GET request. We can get user ID from the session. We do not have to check from the database. We can update only this user's name using update query. Echo name updated after executing the query. If there is any error in updating the record, then die will execute and the execution will stop. This is how we use update query and update all the data of that particular user only. Similarly, we can use delete command if we have to delete something. Now you can use all the 4 types of queries in the web page successfully. If we initialize session variable only after successful login and registration, can you guess what happens when we click on logout button? We destroy the session variables which we have created earlier. Make a new file logout.php. Add the following code. Session_unset deletes only the variables from session, but session still exists. Only data is truncated. Session destroy will destroy the entire session from the server and session ID from the browser. Run this file. Now the session is deleted. Move back to form registration page and remove echo session variable. We will now show the email ID of the user only if the session is there. To check whether the session is set or not, we use isSet function. Write isSet function and include session variable in it. Run the page. Hello guest is displayed because we destroyed the session. This means if the session is set, that means we have email ID of the user also. Else that will display hello guest. The logic for our website is session is created when the user is successfully logged in. Hence in this way, we can control which page not logged in users can visit and which web pages only logged in users can visit. That's it about sessions. Thank you.